Michigan state budget. Friends, Michigan state budget's an absolute mess right now, and it has been for years. You see, right now our state budget in 2010 is set at $44.2 to $44.4 billion. Just depends on who you're talking to and what day of the week it is. Now, our shortfall, which means the amount of money that we're not covering in our budget, our shortfall this year is set at $1.7 billion. So how do we take care of that? How do we fix that and reform that? Well, there's a few issues here. You see, we have about 10 million people in the state of Michigan right now, and actually less than that because people are leaving because of our double-digit unemployment. Well, and then you've got double-digit unemployment, which means that not everybody out of that 10 million people has a job. So the state of Michigan's not taking in all the revenue that it could. So how do we take care of that? Well, two pieces I'd like to talk to you about today. The first one is the Michigan fair tax. You see, I've mentioned this before. If we enact the Michigan fair tax proposal, which I will propose in state legislature, once we enact that Michigan fair tax, that tax takes out the Michigan business tax. It puts businesses back in the driver's seat to hire people back to create jobs. That's what they do. They create jobs. So it makes an environment that's healthy again in Michigan for jobs to come back. The second piece I'd like to talk to you about is our state labor costs. We can make some serious reforms and some serious dents into our shortfall, that $1.7 billion, by labor cost reforms. You see, right now in the state of Michigan, the average state employee versus the private sector, state employees make on average about 14% higher than the private sector. This is out of line. When we have a shortfall in our state budget of $1.7 billion, when we have people leaving the state because there's not enough private sector jobs, there's an issue here. So I propose we reform our state budget labor costs, and then we also bring in the Michigan fair tax. Those two pieces alone put together will really boost the economy. It will get us back on track, and it will put Michigan back in the driver's seat to becoming the best again. Michigan state budget.